All right, the Consumer Federation of Kenya has withdrawn 2 cases from court challenging the planned digital migration. This paves the way for the country to peruse the migration after several failed attempts and with the global 2015 switch date fast approaching. Now, COFEK has now been directed by the Ministry of ICT to steer a stakeholders forum to resolve the impasse between government and consumers over the digital migration.
Their withdrawal of the case and the inclusion of the consumer lobby body onto the steering committee once again sets in motion the contentious digital migration process.
This stakeholders forum will work with the CCK and other members of the Digital Migration Committee to try and hammer out all the issues that we need to address to ensure that we, 1, recover the lost time, and 2, we develop a migration timetable or framework that's acceptable across the board.
The reason we were very keen with this case is that we didn't have dialogue. But the fact that we now have dialogue with Dr. Matiang'i and the regulator, I think there's no reason for us to continue with the case.
COFEK will chair a 9-member stakeholders forum which brings together the regulator, consumers and digital broadcasters. Pricing of the set-top boxes is also going to be a thorny issue, with COFEK calling for them to be less than 1,000 shillings so as not to burden consumers.
We will use the wisdom of COFEK also to try and deal with the issues surrounding consumers in our digital migration process, so that as much as possible the consumer gains from the process that we are undertaking.
The Regional Radio Communications Conference held in Geneva in 2006 set a 2015 deadline for migration to digital TV, but the East African community members set the December 2012 deadline. So far, only Tanzania has adhered to the deadline. Michael Karanja, KTN Business Today.